Manchester United's acquisition of Harley Emston-James marks another significant step in the club's evolving transfer strategy, which has shifted decisively toward recruiting young, high-potential talents rather than established superstars. The confirmation of Emston-James' signing by renowned transfer journalist Fabrizio Romano has generated excitement among supporters and analysts alike, not just for the player's potential but for what his arrival says about United's long-term vision. Emston-James, only 16 years old, has already made a name for himself as one of the most promising central defenders in England. Having featured for Southampton's U18s, his performances have drawn widespread attention for their maturity, composure, and technical ability, traits that are particularly impressive given his age. United's recruitment team had been tracking him closely for over a year, a testament to the thoroughness of their scouting process and the club's commitment to identifying future stars before their value skyrockets. The transfer itself is emblematic of the new regime at Old Trafford. Since Sir Jim Ratcliffe's investment and subsequent influence over football operations, there has been a clear pivot in philosophy. Rather than chasing marquee names with big wages and transfer fees, United are now prioritizing players who can be developed within the club's system. This approach is not only more sustainable financially but also aligns with the traditions that made United successful in the past, nurturing young talent and giving them a platform to shine. Emston-James' move to Manchester United involved a compensation fee of £1 million paid to Southampton, a figure that reflects both his potential and the competitive nature of the market for young English talent. Southampton, in turn, have secured a 20% sell-on clause, ensuring they benefit financially if Emston-James is sold in the future. This is a common feature in deals for youth prospects, providing selling clubs with a stake in the player's future success. The decision to bring Emston-James to United was not made lightly. The club's recruitment staff, led by a more analytically driven department under the new ownership structure, spent 12 to 14 months monitoring his progress. They watched his performances in youth competitions, assessed his physical and mental attributes, and engaged with his representatives to ensure he was the right fit both on and off the pitch. This level of due diligence is now standard at United, in contrast to the more haphazard approach that characterized some of the club's recent transfer windows. Emston-James is expected to link up with United's U18 squad initially, where he will continue his development under the watchful eye of the academy coaching staff. The club's academy has a storied history of producing world-class players, and the environment is designed to challenge and nurture young talents. For Emston-James, the move represents a significant step up in terms of facilities, coaching, and competition. He will be training alongside some of the best young players in the country, all vying for a chance to break into the first team. One of the most striking aspects of Emston-James' game is his blend of physicality and technical skill. Standing out even among older peers, he combines strength and composure with a modern centre-back's ability to play out from the back. This is crucial in today's game, where defenders are expected to contribute to the build-up as much as they are to their primary defensive duties. United's coaching staff are excited by his potential to develop into a complete defender, capable of thriving in the Premier League's demanding environment. The pathway from the academy to the first team at Manchester United is well established, but it is also highly competitive. Emston-James will need to adapt quickly to the increased intensity of training and the higher expectations that come with representing one of the world's biggest clubs. The club's philosophy, however, is to give young players time and support to grow, rather than rushing them into senior football before they are ready. This patient approach has paid dividends in the past, with the likes of Marcus Rashford and Kobbie Mainoo emerging as key players after progressing through the academy ranks. Emston-James' arrival also reflects a broader trend in English football, where top clubs are increasingly looking to poach the best young talents from their rivals. The competition for emerging stars is fierce, with clubs willing to invest significant sums in players who may not feature for the first team for several years. For United, the hope is that by securing Emston-James now, they can mold him into a player who will anchor their defense for years to come. The player himself is regarded as highly ambitious and dedicated. Those who have worked with him at Southampton speak of his professionalism, willingness to learn, and leadership qualities, attributes that are essential for any young player hoping to make it at the highest level. Making the move to Manchester United at such a young age will present challenges, both on and off the pitch, but the club is well equipped to support his transition. From education and accommodation to mentorship and psychological support, United's player care program is designed to help young signings settle and thrive. Emston James' signing is the latest in a series of youth-focused acquisitions by United. In recent months, the club has also brought in Chido Obi, Seko Kone, Aiden Heaven, Patrick Dorgu, Lenny Yoro, and Diego Leon, each regarded as a major talent in their respective positions. This influx of youth is part of a deliberate effort to build a squad that can compete for years to come, blending homegrown prospects with carefully selected external recruits. The confirmation of the deal by Fabrizio Romano, one of the most respected voices in football transfers, adds a layer of credibility and excitement to the signing. Romano's "Here we go" catchphrase has become synonymous with transfer news that is all but official, and his endorsement signals that United have pulled off a significant coup in the youth market. The reaction from fans has been overwhelmingly positive, with many expressing hope that Emston James will follow in the footsteps of previous academy graduates who have gone on to become club legends. The Premier League's approval of the transfer was a formality, but it underscores the rigorous processes involved in signing young players. Clubs must comply with strict regulations regarding youth transfers, compensation, and player welfare. United's compliance with these rules is another indication of the professionalism that now characterizes the club's operations under the new ownership and management structure. Looking ahead, the challenge for Emston James will be to translate his potential into performance. The step up from youth football to the professional ranks is significant, and not every promising youngster makes the grade. However, the support structures at United are designed to maximize each player's chances of success. Individual development plans, tailored coaching, and regular assessments ensure that progress is monitored and that players receive the guidance they need at every stage. For United, the signing of Emston James is about more than just adding another name to the academy roster. It is a statement of intent, a signal that the club is serious about building for the future and returning to the values that made it a powerhouse in English and European football. By investing in youth, United are laying the foundations for sustained success, both on the pitch and in the transfer market. The financial aspects of the deal are also noteworthy. While £1 million is a substantial sum for a 16-year-old, it is a fraction of what the club might have to pay for a ready-made centre-back in the future. The inclusion of a sell-on clause ensures that Southampton are rewarded if Emston James fulfills his potential and commands a big fee down the line. This kind of deal structure is becoming increasingly common as clubs look to balance risk and reward in the youth market. As Emston James begins his Manchester United journey, he will be closely watched by coaches, fans, and the media alike. Every appearance for the U18s, every training session at Carrington, will be scrutinized for signs that he can make the leap to the highest level. The pressure is immense, but so too are the opportunities. If he can navigate the challenges ahead, he could become a cornerstone of United's defense for years to come. The story of Harley Emston James is still in its early chapters, but the signs are promising. His signing is a testament to Manchester United's renewed commitment to youth development, intelligent recruitment, and long-term planning. In a football landscape increasingly dominated by short-term thinking and instant gratification, United's approach offers a refreshing alternative, one that could yield rich rewards in the years ahead.